They'll remember that electric cars exist. Oh, actually, saying that there is a French electric car, isn't there? The Renault fucking Zoe.
Twizy.
The Renault Twizy is fucking cool.
Okay, hello everybody. I am now. Everyone is live on stream.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna turn my gain down a little bit. There we go. That looks better. So, yeah.
I'm just like, sorry.
This is the last. This is gonna be the last part of NASCAR Rumble because we've done all the other difficulties. So all that's left is the legend part of the championship on the elite class. So that pretty much will be everything. Hooray! Thank you for the host, Daniel. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste too much time. Let's get right into it. So these guys can keep talking about shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Yes, I am joined by a few people as the usual.
One of the sayings that he had, saying the car was fine apart from the battery that wouldn't hold its charge, is like saying the patient is fine off the fact, apart from the fact his heart exploded.
Oh, and I'm an ice cube.
Seeing as Emil can't decide what car he wants, I'm just gonna find the car with the highest mileage I can on Autotrader and just send him that and say buy this.
Is Rumble Racing a sequel to this? It is a spiritual. Yes, it's basically a spiritual successor.
There's a Lexus RX 450 with 700,000 miles. I think.
Do you think it will screw for doing what? Like getting rid of all the cars and except for like things that are like crossovers and with like except for like the Mustang and one other car.
That's crossovers.
It is a bad move personally because the whole crossover phase just needs to stop. Hello.
Inferno.
I was about to be like, new Discord, who this? Scott alive or did I kill him?
I think you killed him.
Did he get jeffed?
I'm here.
Jeff.
Okay, he was not jeffed.
I'm trying to find the car with the highest mileage on Autotrader.
Yeah, for a mil.
There's a Honda Civic 1.4 Sport with 231,000 miles. Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus.
How do you do that much in a Civic? Seriously, it's not a motorway like car at all. I don't understand how you do that many in a Civic.
Magic?
Well, I think it just shows that Civics last for fucking ever, doesn't it?
Oh, what the fuck, game! I had the hammer, hit him in the back, and it acted as if I didn't even have the fucking hammer.
Oh.
There, he gets that this time. Oh God! Don't send me backwards. Please don't send me backwards.
I found a Honda Accord with 200,000 miles. Here we go.
Whoa.
It's
that's really far back.
I do think, if I remember talking to Emil correctly, he said it had to have like a certain amount of kilometers and not over. To not go over, I mean.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
You were muted, weren't you?
No, it's not that. It's just, my headset, right? Well, my laptop has only like a singular jack for audio and for audio output and input.
This is your first stream there, Reflexor. Hopefully that's your name. It just shows up as Japanese text. This isn't really remotely related to NASCAR. It just has the NASCAR licensing.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a silly kind of thing.
It's kind of like Mario Kart, but with NASCAR, is what I feel like.
Yeah, and also since I see Jake here, just so you show up and wasn't blowing smoke up your ass. Thank you very much, Jake. I can't figure out how to put this as part of the slideshow, so that's okay.
Hey.
Yeah, like they did make another version. They did make another game after this, but it was just basically. They didn't have the NASCAR license anymore, and then just kind of went more extreme with it. Like your car could actually do proper acrobatic stunts and everything. Like you could actually control it. Whereas in this game, yeah, if you get hit, you're just going for a ride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the physics are a bit wonky.
I think your mom's gay.
That too.
Reduce speed, twister alert. Reduce
Sorry, I gotta call people freak.
Reduce speed,
fucking
hell, soccer? Are you serious?
287,000 miles in your XB. My God.
I was frozen today.
So I sent him a great car. I'll send it in this Discord as well so you can see it. I sent him this one.
Yeah.
It's an 800-pound
Oh,
Honda Accord
I mistimed that.
with 210,000 miles. It's alright.
Jesus.
Well, this is going well.
Yeah. As I was trying to say before I realised that the headset wasn't plugged into
2006. Wow,
wasn't
2006,
plugged into
and you've already
jack
put
all
that
the way.
many on it. You must drive a lot.
2006, yeah. Well, to be fair, my car's 2008 and it has 100,000 miles. So, you know. Here's the thing, though. You could buy that car and it would probably be okay. That's the ironic part. You know what I mean? Like, it's a Honda. They go forever.
Hello there, morning
I think
GT
that's
effect.
true.
It's basically a hot rod, and it's very burnout-esque. Even though it's not the actual thing, but you know what I mean.
I have a serious question. Has anyone in the history of the world ever had a Honda that's been broken without being modified? Ever?
I'm sure someone. I'm sure
It's never
someone's gonna
happened.
be like,
it's literally never happened. I'm sorry.
I have a feeling there's
Hondas
gonna be
don't
that
break.
one person who's gonna be like, actually, it happened to me once.
It's gonna be like, name one person who's had a Mercedes that's broken, and it's like, fucking half the world puts their arms up.
Hondas are made of paper, but they'll take you through the apocalypse anyway.
Yeah. There's all the VTEC engines from like the 90s that still run with hundreds of thousands of miles.
It's kind of why I want to just get myself a Honda as a first car, because it just fucking works.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who you go with, but you're better at, like, go with any car made in Japan, and I think you'll be okay. An old Mazda 3 will
Like-
probably be good as well.
Oh, I would love a Mazda 3. Like Mazda 3 or Mazda 6. Those I would
Yeah.
love to have one of those. The only issue
As long
with
as
the
you don't
older
run into the
Mazda
water.
The only issue with the older Mazda 6s I've heard is that they have a tendency to rust.
Diesel, I've been learning a lot about them because I was going to buy one. Diesel Mazda 3s and Mazda 6s tend to have engine problems because the engines are having to work so hard, and Mazda diesels are a bit meh. So don't get a diesel
1999 NSX is the best Honda. The best Honda to me is the NSX R. Close. Very
my
close, in
favorite car
fact.
is this car that like barely exists. It's so rare.
Right. There's one thing I want to say.
I mean, I expected you'd be here, Talus. You're usually here.
Right, one thing I want to say is GT Effect X is a Honda best race car, right? Formula One in the mid 2000s would like to have a word with you.
Which one is the 8th Gen Civic? Is that the current one?
I think so.
Yes.
Because Jake says everything but the engine brakes on it.
I'm looking at a Honda Civic
looking
right
at
here
my
on
house.
Auto Trader with over 200,000 miles that apparently is MOT'd until this time next year. with 200,000 miles.
Oh my god. That was a kind of a nice sequence of events.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
Fucking hell!
8th Gen is like
Someone
2007.
clip
Or,
that.
I mean, the car that I learned to first drive on was a Civic of that around that time frame, and it worked fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I see a lot of those year Civics still on the road today, and they all still work.
The new
For
Honda
what?
Civic Type R has almost as many exhaust pipes as it does cylinders.
Yes.
That's a problem. For many reasons. I don't think the new Civic Type R is that great. I think the old NSX is also better than the new one, even though I think the new one's a lot cooler than everyone gives it credit for. But I think the well, if you're gonna get a Honda, you're gonna get yourself a Civic, because it's literally the fucking name is like just the Civic, like it just
Yeah.
means like fucking people, you know? It's the people's car. Fuck Volkswagen, whatever the Hitler dude was on about. Fucking, you need it's the Civic. That's what you need. It's the car for the people.
Yep.
Or a Mercedes CLC, whichever works for you. That's what I chose. But everyone else get a Civic. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me.
After like 110,000 miles, the AC goes out. You may experience the windows jamming, and no matter what you do to the AC or electrical system, the AC will be like, "Lol, fuck you, I'm still broken."
I've heard that all the AC refrigerants don't last that long, but as newer the car gets, the longer they last. The AC in my car still works great, and it's done 100,000 miles, but I don't know how much longer it's gonna last.
What?
Maybe before it breaks tomorrow.
I hope it does. I don't use it enough for it to break. That's the truth. Because every time I turn it on, I watch my MPG go down by like 10, and I'm like, nope. Fuck this. Turning it back off.
One of the cars I should just buy is a fucking 90s Toyota Tercel, because it's like a small little shit box that can do a shit ton of miles to the gallon and just keeps fucking going.
Oh hey, do you know, I saw a pretty cool car today that I've never seen before. I saw a woman driving a Toyota Yaris T-Sport that looked like it had seen better days. A Yaris. I didn't even know a Yaris T-Sport existed, but I saw one today. It's pretty cool.
Tercels are troopers and they're super efficient. Well, that gives me more of a reason to fucking get a Tercel. They're like dirt cheap. You can get one usually for like $600 over here.
Oh, that's why the T-Sport is not popular, because it's slow. Ah, that explains it.
You can be here for 50 minutes. Let's get this shit done. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get this done in 50 minutes, but I'll do what I can, I guess.
Considering the Corolla T-Sport is like a fucking demon, a god among men. Just like the most sleeper car that exists.
Did I just get a boost coming off of that jump, getting a fucking oil slick? What?
Scott, do you remember the episode of Top Gear when it turned the Fiat Multiple into a Rover James?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
It's a Rover.
Did you see the Car Throttle uploaded a video of the Fiat Multiple and someone had like modified it and put like a crazy exhaust on it, and it sounds amazing.
No, because I stopped watching Car Throttle because it kind of went to shit, to be honest.
Because he's nah, he's from my country. I agree with everything he says because of that reason.
Wow, such fucking favoritism here.
No, I only started watching him like a few weeks ago. The Fiat one's pretty funny because he finds a bloke who's like created and modified a Fiat Multiplier. He's like lowered it, put airbags in it.
My brother once got a Tercel that didn't run. We simply put JB Weld on the valves and it ran just fine. That's easy enough.
Oh hey, parentals are home. Oops.
Oh shit! They're gonna find. Oh shit! They're gonna find your. They're gonna find your collection of Jeff.
What a great story, Denny.
What a story, Mark.
What a story, Mark.
Quick, Denny, you better hide your collection of Jeff.
My girlfriend lives near Bristol, right? And then Greg Sestero on Twitter yesterday posted, "I'm in Bristol," and she was like, "Fuck," because she loves it too. You know, Greg, Mark.
What a story, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. What are we doing here, Johnny? I didn't hit her.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I've been trying to play Forza 7 for the last 20 minutes, and I've been sat here just holding down the guide button on my Xbox controller, and I have just realized it's out of batteries, and I should probably just go and replace them. I can't believe it's taken me this long to realize. I'm like, what am I doing? Fucking, you can kill myself.
Okay. That's a bit harsh.
Okay.
Is there a way to stop North Star from exploding? I mean, maybe, but I certainly wouldn't fucking know.
Right,
I'd rather have a Corolla because at least people know what the hell that is over a Tercel. I'd rather have a Tercel for that exact reason, because it means it's more interesting than a Corolla, because people look at it and think, what the fuck is that thing, and why is it still running?
So I hate over in Americoland, you guys have a car called the Toyota Camry, right? Apparently those things last forever.
Yeah, Camrys go for a while.
Yeah, I've never seen one in my life. How
to stop a North Star from exploding?
Yeah, one of my grandfathers on my dad's side has like 2008 Camry. It's like tan, and he still has that.
Didn't Toyota make like versions of it that had like golden plated badges?
Yeah. I think they did back in the 90s.
Oh, I mean, Talos, you could kill it. You could kill it if you tried hard enough. You could kill any car if you tried hard enough.
I've got a way to kill any car. Don't put oil in it.
I mean,
Exactly.
Clarkson-
Just put water in it.
I mean, Clarkson killed the Toyota Hilux
Eventually.
eventually.
To be honest with you, that would have been a lot shorter of a clip if he just put fucking Dr. Pepper in the oil instead of oil.
Just
Or just stuff up
how to
bread.
kill a Hilux? Just put a fucking beverage in the oil filter.
Put coffee in the cylinders.
Or just put random rocks in.
I have once you put sand in the oil. So why did you put sand in there?
Just put just help the engine along to blowing up. Just put some shards of another engine in the oil cap and then close it. It won't last long.
Have me nut in the fuel tank. I mean, if I ever get an S30 and you do that, Jake, I'm gonna fucking
Punch you.
ban
I don't
your
think doing
thing
that
you
would
just
do
made
very
for me.
much.
I don't know.
I think the semen would just it would just dilute inside the fuel and it would just like cough the car a little bit. I don't think it would actually kill it.
Just cough the car a little bit. That's
Well, no, you got to think. There's like residue from the tank and shit that's like stuck inside the fuel anyway, so it doesn't damage the car.
Right.
It doesn't do it any good either. But if you like leave a car with petrol sitting in it for like 2 years and then start it, it's probably not a good idea. But it'll probably still start, even though it's got like bits of metal in it and shit.
oh god. No. Okay, turn around.
It depends. It depends if you starve a car of oil.
Car will be pregnant too.
What?
Well then.
Oh fuck.
My favorite part of. I don't know what I was saying. Never mind. Oh yeah. So I was
Holy
playing,
shit! Getting some
So
heavy air and I
last
crashed.
last time I streamed BeamNG, right? And I made this car
Yeah.
called. I like took a dragster and lit and changed all the parts in it and made it. I called it literally the worst thing ever. Well, I have made literally the worst thing ever Mark II, where I have downloaded a mod that allows you to completely customize an engine and build it how you want. As in, you get to choose every single RPM, you get to choose how much revs it goes in a single gear. The car does like 11,000 revs in one gear. And it's got a
No.
turbo. It's got a turbo
I
with
hope
40 PSI.
I hope there's a fucking clip of that.
As soon as you accelerate, the car goes to about 250 in about 3 seconds.
I hope there's a fucking clip of that. I want to see this.
Did I mention it's all-wheel drive? Yeah, it's all-wheel drive.
Again, like I said, I hope there's a fucking clip of this. I need to see this.
It
So
goes
you
so
pretty
fast.
much made a free legal version. Well, actually, drag version of the SRT Tomahawk is what you're
It's
trying to
also
get
a
at.
truck.
It's also a truck. Just yeah, the Tama truck.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm gonna actually get it out on the game now. My controller's out of battery though, so I can't really fucking.
I'm looking forward to a few
I
months
was gonna
time.
play
When I'll,
Forza, but I'm on BeamNG now because I couldn't be fucked.
I'm looking forward to a
Get
few months
batteries.
time when I have the money to actually upgrade my PC parts because of reasons. But
So, you've got BeamNG, right, Thunder?
yes,
Have you seen the changes they've been making to the big city map? They've added a few new areas too.
not recently. No, I haven't been on the game in a little while.
There's a fucking massive drag strip on it and shit now. It's kind of cool.
Worst thing, yeah. The worst thing. Reflexor says the worst thing ever sounds like the best thing ever.
I shall I shall send a picture of the worst thing ever into the Discord, and Thunder shall show it on stream. Okay, here it is.
I'll try to. Alright, let's take.
Here is a picture of the worst thing ever.
Here is my car.
You actually
Oh.
look at it, and you notice that what I've done on the back is installed an off-road suspension and put it as high as it can possibly go. And on the front, I've just put a normal, like, stiff suspension, so
Oh.
it's kind of a nightmare.
Oh,
It just looks so normal. You just took it, just like you take off all the
Oh.
parts, but you tell
Oh.
it what you say what it does. All right, let's. I'm just gonna copy that and paste into here, as the chat can go take a look at it.
Okay.
It doesn't stop very
That
good, though.
thing's like skeleton.
No, it doesn't.
well, no
It just
shit.
looks naked. It says.
Going to 250 in 3 seconds.
Oh, no, hang on. My turbo can do 51 PSI of boost. There we go. You guys ever heard of one tire fire? Yeah, this car has a big problem with that.
That was a long drift.
Oh dear.
On one side, specifically. the left side on the
I
front.
don't know what drift is. Oh
Some
god, drift.
Sure.
Yes, you can indeed be part of Shenanigans, Talus. That Discord link is there for everybody if they ever want to join, because trust me, you're all welcome.
Drift. You gotta drift the car tonight.
But yeah, what the plan though? The plan for me though is when I can't, and if the few months come and the thing actually happens like I was told would, I'm totally getting new parts for the computer. Like, though the only problem is I'm debating on which fucking processor I want.
2700X.
Yeah, it's either that, it's either a 2700X or an i7 8700K. It's like it's like I'm having a fucking debate over which of those two I want to get.
It's up to you.
Fuck.
There we go. I have recorded a little clip of the worst thing ever.
Oh god, this could be bad. Okay, we're fine. No, we're not fine. We're just rolling. Okay, it's okay. just shrug it off. Arrow hates S chassis with rotary engine, so a 3D model of one of his friends will be paired with a pink S14 equipped with a single turbo 4 rotor.
Pink.
Why does he hate it? Why does he hate an S chassis with a rotary? Is it because he just thinks it doesn't fit? It just doesn't feel right with the car that it's in, or something? And there's the first legend car for the elite. Alan's Kowickies.
I mean, there's still some work to be done on the worst thing ever. I mean, ideally, it needs some more weight reduction. I mean, it doesn't need windows or a roof, but it's got it. Probably hurts the aerodynamics. I don't know how, like, dynamic BeamNG is. Does it even take into account things like aerodynamics? I don't even know if it does.
I'm pretty sure it does.
I would have thought it did.
But yeah, like the plan for me is 2700X or 8700K, and then likely around a GTX, and then likely around like a GTX 1070 or 1070 Ti.
If you give that clip a minute or so to process, it might be watchable already. Let's see.
Bless you.
Oh, you might be able to hear us all.
He V8 a Dodge Viper. Okay, Arrow, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you V8 a Dodge Viper? Why?
Because reasons.
What?
Because reasons unknown.
Ah.
Oh, it sounds better than V12 in the Viper.
I guess Arrow better be glad he's in ATL, because I'll be like, boy, what you doing?
So I've posted a clip of the literally the worst thing ever.
I can't imagine putting a V8 in an RX-7. Same. Like, to me, it's like, if you're gonna, all you're really doing is if you put a V8 in an RX-7, you just have you basically have just turned it into a small Corvette, if it's the FD particularly. And in my case, it's like, if I wanted a Corvette, I would just get a Corvette.
Speaking of the Corvettes, I actually saw one earlier today.
Ooh.
C7 Stingray convertible.
You.
Fair enough. I'll V in RX-7 if the rotary breaks. I become too lazy to fix it. I mean, I suppose, but it is an RX-7. If you're having a broken rotary, that's usually more the RX-8. Because the RX-8 has all the issues with shit and whatnot. I'm something particularly I can't remember off the top of my head.
Let me tell you guys a little quirk, a little feature of the worst, literally the worst thing ever. If you go fast enough for long enough, the front left tire specifically just shatters into a million pieces. Don't know why. It just happens.
You saw a C4 ZR1? Holy fuck. I would love to see one of those.
I have a feeling that because the wheels are so small, they're not supposed to ever spin that fast, and because of that, the game just doesn't know what to do and they explode. It's fantastic.
Meanwhile, the only thing I've seen recently is the Ferrari 488 in white because oil fill money.
I drive a Ferrari. I haven't been given a cease and desist from them yet. What's up?
I sent a video of my my amazing car.
I know. I'm still doing that thing. Let me see here.
Are you gay? Seriously.
What?
Well, yes.
Yes, he's bi.
I mean,
I'm
am.
sorry. I'm sorry, but if you'd posted a video in my stream, I would have watched it by now. What a wow! Just shows what kind of
What a chav.
Fucking homophobe.
I know, what a chav I am.
chav. Did you see the picture of Dr. Respect posted of Connor in the other Discord?
I haven't yet, no. Is
He
it like the
posted a picture
fucking
of
car
Peugeot.
with his face?
It's a picture of Connor's face on a car.
Oh yeah,
And
that.
it's-
I've seen that,
and then,
yes.
And then the sunstrip just says chav on it. I don't know why. It's amazing.
Oh god, this thing goes fucking quick. I'm just waiting for it now. Like, I'm waiting for, like, the end of the clip. It's just gonna be dead.
Dead.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yep, it's very dead. And it's very flying.
Yeah, as you can see, it goes quite fast. But I have some kinks to iron out, you know?
I can see that.
Oh, by the way, it doesn't even have NOS. It's not naturally aspirated. It doesn't have NOS, though.
I am aware that
has
the
a 50 PSI
13B is more reliable than the Renesas, but knowing me, I'd accidentally run the damn thing too hot, and rotaries are super finicky. Run it for just a little too hot for 10 seconds, and you have melted something. Oops. Anyways, there's a link of his car for you if you want to see it.
Here's the thing with rotary engines. Just don't buy one.
They use up shit tons of oil.
It's like you're putting more oil in than you are fuel.
You know, this car would be perfect for the Thor race challenge that he now made.
Yeah, like, I'm looking forward though to, because if once I get the better parts like the 2700X or the 8700K, I'm totally streaming some BeamNG Drive shenanigans.
What, can you not stream BeamNG as it is?
I could, but it would not be the smoothest experience.
Yeah, but it wasn't when I was streaming it initially, when I had my old CPU. But I used the NVIDIA streaming protocol, the NVENC, and it was actually pretty playable. And it looked quite good.
NVENC.
I know. I just don't trust my CPU right now.
What CPU do you have?
3330.
It should be okay. Just don't play on the city map, because it's really demanding.
Yeah, but that's one of
It's
the
laggy
reasons
on my
though I'm
PC.
looking forward to getting this stuff, because I'll be able, because I want to be able to just play all the different maps and everything and not have to worry about it lagging like a motherfucker.
Oh, it'll still lag. What's that? You want to change the bonnet? Oh, why don't you just wait 40 seconds for the menu to load, and then you can do that.
They still haven't updated the menus, have
What?
No, they haven't. They're awful.
Yeah,
I love the game.
sakes.
Hate the menus. I love the game so much, but I hate the menus so much more.
Can they please hurry up and fix the damn menus?
Yeah, it's a minor quibble.
It's a
That
minor
doesn't
issue.
sound minor.
It's a minor feature. And I'm frozen again.
I've got a minor quibble. Minor quibble. And that's that the menus are completely broken.
It's a minor quiplash. I mean, what?
Quiplash.
Yes.
The dodgy.
The dodgy. What?
I've got loads of mods on this game, and one of the cars was just called the dodgy.
The dodgy, great.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to drive that. The thumbnail's all squashed and stretched out as well, so it's not very appealing.
Oh. It's
Not
just gonna be,
intentionally.
you're just gonna get it out. It's just gonna be like the pictures, just all stretched out and it's just ugly.
I love BeamNG. I used to get like a fair few viewers when I would stream it, but I don't know, with this most recent stream, the return was not particularly great. It was okay. But, you know, I had the regulars there.
I think it might have just been because people probably weren't expecting you to stream after you had been gone for a while.
And it was like 6 p.m., which means it was midday for a lot of Americans.
Yeah, that too.
But I can't stream late because I live in an apartment now and I can't make a lot of noise.
Why, have you had people be like, noise?
Well, no, it says on the agreement that I signed when I, tenancy agreement, that you really can't make that much noise after 10 p.m. Like, you can't, like, hoover or, fucking line dance or something after 10 o'clock.
What?
I'll go home.
I think that honestly, that just sounds like them just trying to say, don't be an idiot, and be like a partier.
I'm hardly gonna like scream and shout, but then in my streams I do get quite loud. That's the problem, you see. That's why it concerns me. So I did it earlier on, and people would still,
that means we get no more placed.
So, interesting tidbit.
Go.
I'm driving just like a regular piece of shit car in BeamNG, and it has began overheating, and I have not done anything to it. I'm just driving it around a track. What the fuck?
Is it? Have you got a Morris Oxford?
No, it's now it's fucked. Oh no!
It was a Morris Oxford.
Oh no!
They overheat.
Yeah, my dad had a Toyota Land Cruiser that was imported from Japan. He owned it for a total of 1 week before it exploded.
Kaboom!
It exploded.
That's the only import car I've ever sat in ever, and it was interesting. It smelled very different to British cars. That's what the immediate thing you notice
so
about
it didn't
imports.
smell of smoke.
No, it kind of stunk of tofu and noodles, I suppose.
So it smelled like an 8.6.
It smelled like an A86, yeah. An 8.6, as they call it. I watched the first 2 episodes of Initial D. Man, what a banging anime. Love it. I especially love the part where they couldn't be bothered to draw cars racing, so they used like fucking Need for Speed 1 on PC to record it instead. My favorite part of the whole anime.
Good job.
I think what happened is it must have been very hard to draw races, so they decided to 3D render them instead. They look pretty bad now in the modern day and age. I mean, some of the clips I've seen on YouTube don't look too bad, so they must be from a much newer series. But like the RX-7 just looks like a fucking piece of shit in the clips for whatever reason.
Shit.
I mean, I know it's a piece of shit in real life as well, but I mean, it so closely represents the RX-7. No one's gonna buy it. Okay.
Maybe.
But I also think the F40 is awful as well. It's terrible, truly terrible car.
Really?
That's right.
It's right up there with the Trans Am and the original Mustang Fastback.
Why do you think the F40 is awful?
I'm just trying to get people to be angry with me.
Are you basically just saying shit?
The worst car in the world.
The F40 is terrible. It doesn't even have back seats. Fucking gay is that?
I see what you're trying to do.
There's a reason why no one bit on the whole RX-7 is shit argument.
It's because everyone thinks
And
RX-7
certain LRC is not in the chat.
Nah, he's busy right now.
Oh, he has an
I would say
RX-7,
some,
doesn't
but
he?
opinions are opinions. So
He's busy with undisclosed, so we'll let
He
him
has
do
an
his thing.
RX-7. I don't actually think they're crap. I think Rotary engines have so many problems that they just seem like a pain in the ass to live with. Like the car is cool as a
Hello
whole,
there, Speed Bro. Welcome to stream.
and I think
Speed
RX-7s
Bro.
are
Yeah,
I think
Speed Bro
RX-7s
7, that's his name.
are incredibly unique. I just don't think you should really own one if you want to drive it every day.
Yeah.
Same as an RX-8, like they're very cool, but I would not want to have one for an everyday. The more I learn about them, the less I'm interested. Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? You want to cold start it? And you just wanted to stop for some petrol? Oh, just wait 10 minutes for all the oil to drain out the engine, you twat.
Oh Jesus, that was a fucking sudden flip.
You know what? Let me give you a little insight. Nothing is as bad as a GMC Acadia, okay?
I'm just waiting for Lone Wolf to suddenly just be like, sup, and just talk about his Geo Metro he used to have.
I'm sure, I'm sure everyone who's here has had terrible cars at some point. Everyone has, right? Pretty much.
I've had no cars.
Yeah, except you.
I've had
That is-
all bikes, no cars.
don't have-
It's hard for me to get my own fucking car, it seems.
I'm in a boat of thunder, but I know families who have shitty cars. Like, example, my father with his work truck, the 2011 Silverado, that was already pure hell to start with because the guy already done a lot of shit like aftermarket, like unnecessary cosmetics and whatnot.
That's how you know you're gonna have a problem with a car, is if they put a bunch of cosmetics on it that don't need to be on the fucking car.
Oh, and it gets.
Did you guys ever watch Mighty Car Mods? Did you guys ever see that fucking Evo? The too sexy Evo. Did you guys ever see that?
No.
No.
That is literally the worst like modification to a car I've ever seen. It's terrible.
There's like a fucking video. I don't know who uploaded it. It was a few years ago. Like these Australian guys or something purposely bought like this really horrendous Ford Taurus.
God.
Yes,
and they only bought it to destroy it.
It could, if they were Australian, it could only possibly be them. It wouldn't be anyone else.
Right.
Oh wait, what? It wasn't MCM?
No, it was.
Oh, it was. Okay, so okay, fair enough. God damn it.
They're the only Australian YouTubers, car YouTubers that I know about.
I've just remembered a car that my dad used to have.
No.
Back when I was younger.
I fucked up.
It was.
Thunder got cooked.
Well, I tried.
I just remembered what it was.
Oh, yeah, I think that Land Cruiser was the worst car my dad ever had. I kind of got lost on that point. The Land Cruiser had a radiator coolant leak, which I know can be both terrible and incredibly serious if not dealt with. It meant that the car would overheat after like a single journey, and it kept doing it. The radiator just wasn't working properly. And because it was an import, like on any normal car,
I got wrecked.
That wouldn't have been hugely expensive to repair on any normal car that was sold in Britain, but on that particular car, it would have been like $2,000 to fix because of the parts were not readily available because it was an import. The more you know, huh?
The more you know.
That's why imports scare the shit out of me. Like $2,000 for a fucking new radiator. Fuck off.
Wow.
That's too much.
Fuck.
If you go for an import, you're just asking to pay more money than you would even on like a German car or something. It's just too expensive.
Yeah.
And then again, it depends on the car. Some of them will use lots of generic parts that were available readily, but in particular, that Land Cruiser was never sold here ever, so that's why the parts are not available for it.
Hang on, let me check a thing.
It's very nice though. It had suede seats, like it was like sitting on a fluffy cloud. It was amazing. Actually, really nice. It makes you wonder why people in Japan, you know, why are they so lucky? Why do they get the cool cars?
Because eggs.
Because it takes time to make them. Oh, I don't know.
Real quick.
They also have a lot more restrictions than we do, which in a way.
Yeah, they're only limited. They're limited to 112 miles an hour.
105.
112. All of them. Doesn't matter which car it is.
Yeah, it's kind of like German cars as well. They're all limited to 155.
There we go.
Why they're limited to 155, I'm not really sure.
They're limited. The first car to be limited to 155 was the M3.
There's a worst spot to have a tornado.
Worst plot ever.
Basically, every like sedan class AMG is limited to 155 as well. I think the SL55 is also limited to 155. Ironically enough, even though once you unrestrict the SL65 Black, it can do way faster than that. It's restricted to 155 anyway because it's the law.
Yes.
For whatever reason, even though you can go as fast as your car can possibly go if you're on the autobahn anyway. I have no doubt there's Bugatti Veyrons that have done 230 miles an hour on that road. They
couldn't you
probably
just post it, Talos? Couldn't you just post? If you're asking me to check the Discord, couldn't you just post it here in the chat? Oh, whoa! Okay.
Does that mean I'm the bad guy?
Whoa! Okay, I've had that happen before, but not for that fucking long.
Oh. Oh, what? Yeah, I'm clipping that.
It's the fucking the levitation, the return. Except this time a lot fucking longer.
You're making fun of popular YouTuber, Zero Ducks Given.
YouTuber.
Because you're wrong.
I remember when you uploaded videos, and you got busy.
Me too.
Me too.
Nah, everyone should just subscribe to Scares009. Or Thunder. Or Kelly Sun. Actually, no. Kelly Sun uploads less than me. Don't do that.
I was gonna say, I remember when Killy's son uploaded videos too.
Yeah, like 9 months ago was his last proper upload. And he uploaded it for the first time in 7 months, and it was a shitpost fucking fishing video. And it was hilarious, though, to be fair. You should upload his shitposts to Twitter more often, to YouTube more often, because they're actually funny.
I should say that to him. It's like, we know you make a bunch of shitposts. Why don't you upload them regularly to YouTube?
Make more shit posts.
I think hang on, is Connor still even in this server? I think he might be.
My friend Chris is in this server.
Oh yeah, he is. I forgot about that.
I don't think he's ever joined, but he is in the server. Oh god.
You know, if you see Connor go online, you should tell him to get his ass in here. Oh shit.
That's the thing with BeamNG, like, if you drive around normally for ages, and then you have a crash, it's so devastating, because when you realize how awful it is. You know what I mean? Like, I've just been driving around on BeamNG normally on the city map, just exploring, and I had, like, my very minor crash when I was going fast, and it was dreadful. I rolled over, and my car's fucked. That's where this game is at its best, is when you genuinely have an accident, and you don't mean it.
Whoops.
Whoops-a-daisy, I happen to have flattened my car, and my spoiler happens to be, okay, I fucked it.
Oh, no.
What I like to do is, I like to just see how far you can go without, like, just making mistakes. How fucked you can get your car before it's literally undrivable.
Oh no, I got a birthday dinner to deal with, so I'll be back in a little while.
Goodbye.
See you, 1950s Clint Eastwood.
1950s Clint Eastwood.
Oh, shut up.
So I gotta go outside and get some horses in the ranch, ranch some cattle.
What the fuck?
It's just his accent. I'm sorry.
Go down to the ranch, crap them horses.
Gotta go down to the diner and have a hoedown.
Gotta get my cowboy boots on. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you gonna get some dip in your lip?
What?
Gonna knock your boots?
I find it amusing that you can continue driving a car that's caught fire in BeamNG. Well, you can drive it until it cuts everything off because it's been on fire.
You know, I'm actually looking forward to them adding more unique ways for your car to stop working, because they've added the ability to over-rev your engine, they've added the ability to overheat it, they've added the ability to over-torque it. They've added lots of cool things. You can now run out of fuel, you can now... but, like, there's one thing that seems to destroy every car, and that is immediate, like, prevention of movement, is if you damage the drive shaft. So it doesn't matter how bad your crash is. If you don't damage the drive shaft, you're pretty much A-okay. Usually.
I swear the memes have gotten ever better since Scott first came along in the voice chat on these streams. I mean, Scott has a good sense of humor.
And so do I. Well, nearly.
Nearly, yes.
Yes, I have a great sense of humor. Everyone in the chat type, Alex is a stupid...
Wow.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Ow, I cut off there, sorry.
Welcome to the mutant.
I can't be focused now, shit. I did win though, so that's okay.
I said, everyone in the chat said Alex is a stupid, nice person. That's what I said.
Yes.
What do you want?
No, you just said it was stupid.
Yeah, but have you ever met village people? They're stupid, but they're very nice people. What are you, fucking gay?
What are you saying, Alex is a village person?
Fucking village people.
Fucking village people. I don't even know what I meant by that. I can't even
either.
like I didn't think it through my
I'm
brain.
getting the jet car back out.
So pretty much the village people is a mini version of New Jersey is what you're trying to get at here.
Jet car? What are you playing? Flat out Ultimate Carnage? You should be, because that game's way better than whatever shit you're playing.
I mean, this is a great game, but Flat Out Ultimate Carnage is really fucking good.
It is.
This Flat Out 4 is an absolute shit stain.
Flatout 4 is
3
actually
also
not
an
that.
absolute shit
Flatout
stain.
4 isn't actually that bad. It's Flatout 3 that's the absolute shit stain.
Oh, I streamed Flatout 3 like in 2014. It's fucking terrible.
Why did you do that?
I don't know, because it was someone bought it for me. That's why.
Well, careful, 13th. If you try to get Weirdo in, he's gonna send me a bunch of bits and try to think of his crazy fan fictions like he usually does.
So there I was in a local British store called Maplin, which is now going to die.
Speedbro7, thank you for the follow. Welcome to HG Beach.
And I found a Razer mouse, a Razer Abasus V2, for £20, and I bought it. I used it. It's not as good as the mouse I have, and now I'm contemplating why I bought it.
You might as well just sell it, see if you can make any money off of it.
Well, I looked
be worth
online,
a
and it
fiver.
goes for £30 on Amazon, and it goes for 40 to 50 on eBay, depending on the quality. So, yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's a different type of mouse to mine, but my mouse actually does have a better sensor in it, so it's capable of 12,000 DPI. That's capable of 5,000, so my mouse is actually better. So I'm not sure why I bought it.
And yet, and meanwhile, here's me with like a $15 keyboard and a $15 and like a $12 mouse, and I'm okay.
Dude, hey, I'll sell you a Razer Abasus, £35.
That would be, that's like
I
50.
fucking
That's like
hate
over
Razer
55
products.
Canadian or something.
It's actually a pretty good mouse. Like from what I've
Jeez,
used it for a
how
little
long
bit.
did I get frozen
just
for?
like-
Did I get hit by like 2 of them or something?
I'm just not used to it. Like it's just different to my mouse. It's much lighter. The G502 is quite a heavy mouse, but it's good.
I want a
Logitech makes good
G502.
mice. Fucking get one. It's good.
I don't have money.
Do you want mine? I'll give you a Razer Abasus instead.
No.
It'll give it to
G502
you
is better.
for the grand price of free.
Well, here's the thing.
Pence.
I only bought that mouse because it was cheap, and I planned on selling it. But then I thought I'll actually try it because I wouldn't mind having a different shaped mouse, just because the G502, after a while, it's not the most comfortable mouse, even though it looks quite ergonomic.
Oh God.
It's a nice mouse, the G502.
No,
but mine's
no,
looking a bit
no,
old and worn.
fuck. No.
Mine's 4 years old, to be fair. That's probably why.
I
Ah.
have a G602 and it's 2 years old and it is excellent in every way.
Yeah, the cable on mine's frayed. The mouse wheel is rusted.
Oh,
That's how old it is.
it's rusted.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Oh
It's
yeah, 'cause
four- it's 4 years old,
The
and I live by the
502's
sea.
fucking the 502's fucking mouse wheels made of like some really shit steel, isn't it?
Yes.
Twister alert increase means ah shit.
Increase means.
Thank you for the 100
I'll,
bits, Tank.
I'll take a picture now. Emil responded to my the
Oh.
car I posted.
God.
He
What'd he
said,
say?
He said it's excellent. I knew
Yeah.
he'd say that just because it was a Honda
Wonderful.
Accord. Literally just because it was a Honda Accord. It doesn't matter how old it was.
Yeah, pretty much. I gotta wait for my roommate to get back. He was wanting me to like keep him updated because he wants to get like a PS4, but he wants to get like a specific one for some reason.
A specific one.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna post a picture of my mouse with a rusty mouse wheel. I shit you not. I have been using this as my main mouse for the last
Yeah,
4 years.
he wants to get
It's rusty.
he wants to get a PS4 Pro. That's the God of War edition. So, and I found.
How?
Don't know.
Oh,
You sure it's rust and not blood?
No, it's
I don't-
rust. It's actually rust. It's where the sort of paint has worn off. It started to rust. Well, you can see why I bought a new mouse, because I was thinking, oh, I'll get a new mouse. But if this one, like, it still works, though. I might just see if I can swap out the mouse wheel for a different one.
no,
Maybe it's
no,
not.
Executioner. I know they're all gone, but we're trying to look for like one on like
No, it's
Kijiji
rust.
or like Kijiji or something.
It's
We
definitely
found
rust.
I found one that someone's selling for $650. It's the game. It's the console itself with the controller, the game, like 4 or 5 other games, and like an account that has like a year of PlayStation Plus on it. for 650.
You guys in the chat, you're not really. It doesn't look that bad in person because obviously my phone flash turned on and it took a picture, and you can see all the dust inside the cracks. You can't actually see that when you're looking at it. It's just the mouse wheel's a bit rusty and the clicks are a bit worn down.
I mean, Tank,
if I cleaned up the mouse, it would look alright.
Tank, you actually can switch your name on here if you want it to become Tankapult, like your name on Switch.
Switch?
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Twitch. That's actually a really bad realization.
Nintendo Switch to Jeff.
But you can see the Razer mouse next to it. The Razer mouse it's nice, but it's not as nice. The sensor in the G502 is way better. It really is.
So playing Ridge Racer Type 4 and PS3 does support dual DS4. I mean, most things you can do on the PS3 with a DualShock 4, except for like a few things. Fuck. Ah!
RR Type 4, best Ridge Racer ever.
I get that, 13th. There's only so much I could do here.
Man, people in your Discord are fucking saying my mouse looks horrible. Do you nibbers realize how long I've been using this fucking mouse for? Like, I bought this mouse when it came out in 2014, and I have used it every day for the last 4 years on my computer for at least an hour. Do you realize how much wear that must be for this mouse? It's a lot. Hint, hint. That's why it looks like that. Because it's been well used. And do you know what? It still fucking works like the day I bought it. So there you go. That goes to show. Like, I've had a Razer mouse in the past. I had one Razer mouse. Not for very long, which is why I said I didn't have one before. I had one, and it broke. So I didn't really have one. It broke so quickly that How long do Razer say their mice last? Like
maybe a month.
20 million clicks. Mine lasted about 5.
5
and then
clicks?
It broke. It's embarrassing, actually, how short of a life it had. I don't even remember what mouse it was.
Logitech mice. I have a G602 and it's fine.
Did you? Is it 5 million clicks or just 5?
Mine. It says 20 million clicks, but maybe they only meant like 20 clicks.
You were saying, Scott?
I literally hadn't even finished installing the Razer software before it broke. I can't remember what it was. It might have been an Abasis V1 actually, because it was just before I got my G502. It may have been also, a V1 Abasis, which I've now got the V2 of, which actually feels quite well built and hasn't broken yet.
Well, don't die, because that's not good for your health. But thank you for the $86 or 96 or whatever it said. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. The donation.
I'm a fan of ambidextrous mice. That's why I like the Razer one. The shape.
Yeah.
I just think it feels good on both sides. It's quite comfortable to hold. The G502 is very comfortable to rest your thumb up against, but after a while, the position of the like sniper button is kind of horrible, and the Razer mouse also doesn't have the back and forth browser buttons, which I find incredibly useful. So, yeah.
So I'm looking at a Logitech G903. That's 50.
Seriously, Logitech mice are such good value for money, and because they last forever.
Well, they'll last throughout nuclear war.
I think my mouse has definitely seen better days, and without the flash on my camera, it doesn't look quite so bad, but the mouse wheel has rusted. It does need a good clean. I'll probably clean it. But the cable is frayed a little bit as well, because obviously it's threaded to prevent it from getting damaged, the cable. But what's happened is, my cable, the threadedness has started to fray, but that's what's supposed to happen. That protects the wire inside, so it's had a lot of use. It's had 300-400 hours of Overwatch, like 500-600 hours of TF2, 300-400 hours of Counter-Strike. You know, it's had a lot of use.
9,000 hours of BeamNG.
Yes.
That too.
except I don't use my mouse to play BeamNG. Oh yeah, I use my mouse to steer.
God, mouse steering, remember that?
Yes. Hello, GTA San Andreas.
That is still a thing you can enable on GTA 5.
Yeah, I noticed you can like double click the mouse, the right click, and then you can steer with the mouse. Hey, do you know, in some games it wasn't too bad. Like, controlling the helicopters in GTA was okay, but you had no choice but to use that. Pretty much.
Predictions for the May update in G2 Sport. Content, I guess?
Okay,
What?
I'm gonna take another picture of my mouse so people stop making fun of me.
Make more fun of him.
Look, seriously, in like with good lighting, you can. This mouse does not look that bad. It's the flash, doesn't do any justice. I just don't want people making fun of my mouse. I've looked after this mouse. I really have. Look at it.
It's called a
It
rat.
It's a bit dusty, but aside from the rust on the mouse wheel, it actually looks okay. Like, it doesn't have all that gunk that most mice have, where people's like palms have sweated the fuck out of it. Mine doesn't have that because I don't rest my palm on it.
You say there's going to be a new Porsche at least?
I have like a claw
Possible.
grip, so I don't tend to touch the actual mouse.
Well, if they're going to add a Porsche 918, at least they need to at least add a McLaren P1 to kind of complete the trilogy, because the LaFerrari is already in the game.
And the you just said LaFerrari. But
Yeah, I
about
was going to say it's already in the
Senna?
game. The LaFerrari launched with the game.
What about the McLaren Senna?
Guys,
I mean, could be possible, maybe. I don't know.
guys, you don't realize you can take an awful picture of anything and it looks terrible.
Hmm.
Let me take like a really crappy, overexposed picture of my kid, and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, here you go, guys. I've just taken a great picture of my keyboard. Tell me what kind of condition chat thinks my keyboard's in. There you go. What do you think? That may be the worst picture I've ever taken of anything. Ever.
On Earth.
Look at it.
What? What the f-
Nice
It's like you're
picture.
entering into a keyboard portal or something.
You turn into surreal memes.
I had. That's a bad picture. I fucking know it's supposed to be bad. I literally just moved my camera backwards and forwards really quick while taking the picture. That's why it came out like that. That's the worst picture I've ever taken. Literally.
It's good though. I liked it.
It's all good.
But if you guys don't believe you can take a terrible picture in anything, you really can. It's so easy.
I mean, I posted it in the Twitch chat.
I'll take a terrible picture in my PC as well while I'm at it. Here we go.
You might as well post it in chat yourself. It would mean I wouldn't have to keep pausing to post it in there.
Here we go, guys. Here's a great picture of my computer. What do you guys think? It's got a GTX 900 million and it's got an Intel Core i12,
i12.
V10, V10 power.
I've got Intel Core 950, 969.
I've got an Intel Core Ryzen 5.
I've got an AMD i7. 5.
Whoa, one of those ones. I've heard they're great.
I've got an AMD i95.
Yes.
I've got an AMD fucking.
Yeah, it's only compatible with
847.
Windows 95.
Here you go, guys. My great picture of my computer is about to finish uploading. If my internet decides that it wants to stop being literally worse than Hitler, there we go. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Can you see all the lights and the colors?
Oh, yeah, I
Please
can
post
see
this.
the
Please
lights
post
and
it in the
colours
chat
right.
so people watching the stream can see it.
You can see the GeForce GTX logo, kind of. Where it's sort of spread around.
I can kind of see absolutely nothing.
Oh.
It's an angry.
Okay.
Sure, whatever.
I'll
Fine.
literally.
Doing a
I'll take
rhino there, but, you know.
I'll take a terrible picture of my headset as well. Here we go.
God.
What are you doing, man?
Hi.
So I have now taken the worst picture of my headset. So tell me, guys, what do you think?
Seriously, Scott, please try to put this in the chat so I don't have to keep pausing to do it for you. Oh! You just, like...
That picture.
It just looks, it's like the camera is just going right for your fucking headphones there. It's like, it's like it's gonna come in and it's just gonna crash right into the side of it.
I know. It looks like I've got really spiky hair. I've not. It's just because I was moving the camera really close to me as I took the picture.
It's great. It's like, yeah, it's like the fucking action blur. It's good.
Okay. Hang on. Stuff.
Why are you driving a hot rod paper towel roll? Because it goes fast.
Excuse me.
And yeah, because my pee hard too, I guess. Whatever
My
you said
pee-pee.
there, Jake.
My PP.
Oh no, he's revealed his face more than once, but more
Yes.
like, but at least, but more just for inside reasons. That's like the first time, probably more to a public sense, I guess.
Here you go. I will now become extra memes.
I still remember it though, just a fucking accidental face reveal, and he wasn't shaved. He needed a shave, and it just you could see it.
So I'm Scott.
Scott's dead, I think.
Dead again.
I'm proud of you, paper towel roll. No, it's not David. It's yeah. I see, Speed Bro. It's not David Pearson. It's David Person. God damn it! This is going well. Oh, do I have to click on this too? Ah! Jesus Christ!
Yeah. I
don't
can make mine just as bad.
I don't even know what to make of that.
It's called
Scott
surreal
hits-
memes.
Scott hits Homer with a picture. Yeah.
It's called I am surreal memes.
Sure. Crap.
It appears Scott.exe has crashed and needs to close.
And he died.
It kind of looks like it. Well, he's still there, but for whatever reason, he's not responding.
Did you mute yourself?
No, I did not mute him.
No, not you. I'm saying, did he accidentally mute his mic or something?
That won't be a surprise.
Oh no, Thunder! I don't. Oh, you fucking meme. V8 luxury dilettante smash or pass. Like, wait, what? A Prius from GTA with a V8?
hello,
in it? Oh, he's back.
Check out my meme.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's great.
Chat was saying earlier that you, Scott, that you revealed your face for the second time, apparently.
Oh yeah, I did accidentally.
Yeah, the first one just accidentally face revealed when you hadn't shaved.
I hadn't shaved. I hadn't like fucking showered. I hadn't like done anything. Literally.
You basically looked like a mess, like a hobo.
I had just surfaced from like a 6-month slumber, you know. And I hadn't like put any effort into the way I look, and then
You just came out of
fucking
hibernation, yeah.
And then there you go. There's fucking Wario, Game and Wario, fucking face revealing me without me wanting
Hey,
to.
Angel. Ricky, why you gotta be so rude?
So, I've just figured
Thank
out.
you for posting that to him, Jake. Appreciate it.
Living in an apartment is really an experience you get used to. So, the reason
Angel,
I went just then.
please.
The reason I went just then was because I literally heard like what felt like the entire earth falling apart, and what it actually was somebody like moving up a cupboard or something, and then there was like a massive crash, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" I thought someone was knocking on my door. Thought I was making too much noise. No, it's not that.
No,
There's no one there. So I don't know what the fuck happened.
Here.
I mean,
That's the thing. Apartments are they're so loud. It's not just. I hate to think how much noise I make. Not intentionally, obviously, but.
How about it this way, Scott? Like, honestly, I don't think people are there gonna be that all uptight about you talking and stuff. I think it's just more if you're like making having like a fucking party is what they're like. Don't do after 10 there or something.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to my girlfriend pretty much until like 2 in the morning, and like we were speaking at normal voice volume. I don't think anyone cared.
Yeah, so I think
it's
if you
huge
just,
deal.
I think if you just speak normal voice, you'd be fine. Like you don't have to worry about like just quieting your even your voice down. It's just because I find that with most apartments and stuff, like no one really gives a shit unless you're like being
Are you living in an
purposefully
apartment?
disruptive. Kinda, sort of.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you're forgetting this. Is that
me and two other people live in like the top floor of like a house with like a top unit and a basement unit, and we're on the top unit.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're
People.
gated.
There's people in the basement unit, and I've never heard them once complain about us talking and shit. And my roommates can get pretty noisy at times, so.
Oh, I don't care when I hear noises. I just don't think anyone else is like that.
Yeah.
I'd like to remind you, Thunder, that most landlords here live in the olden days.
Which means.
Which means they're either owned by someone who is incredibly cranky, and thinks that all teenagers going to war was a good thing.
No.
Or you have someone that's even older and thinks
shit.
that all teenagers don't deserve school. Yes.
All I can say is that my landlord, from personal experience, my experience with him so far is that he's nosy, that he doesn't like fixing things that are broken, and he's a bit of a dick. So all of those things combined.
Oh, so he lives in the olden days.
Pretty much. My intercom is broken. My toilet is broken. All the carpets are like slightly ripped and torn. And there's a giant hole in the wall that wasn't me, that he's blaming on me. It fucking wasn't me. There's a doorstop there. How the fuck did I do that? Did I take the doorstop off, slam it into the wall, and put it back on? No, I fucking didn't. There's a doorstop there. There's no way I did that.
You
But
need
he's
to get
blaming it
out
on
of
me.
there, man.
No, I just need my landlord to stop being a cunt.
You know you can go to like a housing ombudsman and whatnot.
Yeah, I know. There's places I can go.
I'm
But I've
mostly
got a
just.
really nice apartment, so I'm quite happy with it.
I'm
It's,
also
it's in a really nice area.
I mean, I'm
Well,
also.
apart from having a ginormous hole in the wall.
Oh, it's not a ginormous hole. It's like a little outline where the door has hit it clearly.
I mean,
But it
I'm
wasn't me that did it.
I mostly got what I've got because I really wanted to move out of my parents' place, and this was the best opportunity I had at the time. I do eventually want to get something on my own, though, or with a high school buddy.
My friend might be moving in with me.
Yeah, I want to get something with. I'm gonna have to try to keep in touch with my one high school buddy. Hopefully, we can work something out because I would really like to do that at some point.
See, this is why I prefer a house share.
It's cheaper for me. If for whatever fucking reason out over here, it's difficult to get a good price 1-bedroom apartment. But if I were to get like at least one other person with me, or even if we were to get a 2-bedroom, it would be financially a lot more doable for me. It's really dumb, but I guess that's how it is over here.
I just hate my job and want to be done with it for the rest of my life.
You're still working at an Asda then?
I'm working at a local supermarket establishment.
A local supermarket establishment?
Yes, that's what I'd call it.
So it's not Asda.
Maybe, it may not be.
Okay.
At the risk of exposing myself.
Hey everyone, Scott lives at Dickville.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks. What have you done? Look what you've done.
Yes. You'll be expecting just a box of pizza thrown at your door any moment now.
Exactly.
No, it'll be like Grove School. You just get loads of takeaways.
Not the takeaways.
So I've installed a tow hitch mod to BeamNG, but I can't
Whoa.
figure out how to attach a tow hitch from one car to another.
God damn it. Be like Breaking Bad, a pizza on the roof, yeah.
Did you know that people keep going to that house in real life and throwing pizza on the roof?
It must be annoying the people who live there. Be like, fuck off!
No,
Fucking rats!
They've literally had to put a fence up because people keep throwing pizza on their house. I shouldn't laugh, but it is funny. What can I say?
I would just be like, oh hey, free pizza on the roof.
Delicious pizza.
Just like turn the negative into a positive. Ah! God damn. This is going
Nobody
well.
nobody has explained how to use this mod, and I'm very confused about how I actually hitch these two cars together.
Well, you don't. You don't explain mods.
What? Not even gonna question that. Come on, I gotta get forward. Try to get past all the other
I just don't
cars
think
and
this
shit.
car has the correct. It's not like a stock car in the game, so I don't think it has the right configuration to use it.
I really probably should have not chose this fucking golf cart because it's a bit of a hassle. But I thought, fuck it. I felt like using it. No, you don't. And there we go. God, this is just a bit of a fuck.
Hello, human.
New Discord, who this?
This me.
I like how it just bounced me back on the road. It's like, get back in the action, dickhead.
Oh, you dickhead.
Oh, fuck. That was close. Yo.
Ow.
Oh no, he's getting in front. Fuck!
Oh boy.
Fuck!
No! Please. Please, no. I'm not ready yet.
True. He is Super Sand Lesbian.
What?
Excuse
I'm about
Super Sand Lesbian.
I'm sorry, but we're already known that you were a Super Saiyan lesbian.
It's true.
It's true, this guy is a dick.
It's true.
Oh god, I'm getting a good run up.
Let's see if you can keep it up.
If I can, at least. Yep, I've got it. I'm good. We win. What the fuck, Dorsey? Damn it, Jake, you're not supposed to leave your sunroof open. You learn
Damn
from
it,
this.
Bobby.
That boy ain't right.
What the hell did George Sid put on him? The fuck?
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Barbara.
And they
Hmm. Gotta go faster.
fast.
Sonic go fast.
Memes.
Spicy
I
memes.
love memes.
I mean, on occasion.
I mean, of course. I mean, I know you don't, Fun. You hate memes.
Yeah, no, I don't. Fuck off. What are you
Yes,
talking
you
about?
do.
I like a good meme every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
Well, it's not.
I think he's gay, you know.
Yeah, I think so too. He doesn't like memes very much, so he must be gay.
I think your mom gay. Oh God, we're
Then
going
your
for a
dad
twisty.
lesbian.
Not again! It's happening twice. Fuck.
Oh!
Okay, we're fine. No, we're not fine.
It's happened again.
Boy, it's a fucking Wii
It
eventually.
happened again.
Yes.
This thing just is a
Oh, what the
push
fuck?
over.
I was right. I get pat just in front of that guy. It's for the storm, and it still goes to me. That's a load of bullshit.
You playing Fortnite?
No, Fortnite does not interest
that's
me.
the ultimate Pino's question now. It's just, do you play Fortnite?
No, I don't. Fortnite is not interesting to me, and I tried it for a bit. It just wasn't my thing.
He's definitely gay.
Nah.
Honestly, Fortnite, I have hated Fortnite since they
Hey,
started.
spend $5
Since
on
they started adding
Fortnite.
Paragon skins to the game.
Remember this game? It's not in this game. Yes.
Yes. Do you know, it's totally not like insult to injury.
Fortnite Forza Royale, excuse you.
Sir, that should not exist.
Honestly, Fortnite is only even fun to watch on occasion. I can't even sit through it a lot of the time. Alrighty.
Oh, speaking of Battle Royale games, I was on the PlayStation YouTube page for remember what, and they had the preview for the
Whoa! Okay.
The preview for the the PS
the Mercedes.
The track is this big disfigured peen.
No,
Okay.
it was for the Cruises Mercedes X Class that's supposed to be coming, and one of the comments was like, "Is this gonna have Battle Royale?"
Oh.
Yes, is the answer to that question.
It's also made by a reputable studio, the studio behind the Unreal Engine. It's based on a pre-existing, already popular game format, Wii. It's far better optimized than the competition. It's easier to play. It's okay. It's okay.
That's debatable. I think PUBG is at times easier because when you're playing Fortnite, as interesting as the game is and as easy as it is to shoot, the problem with Fortnite is if you see someone out in the open and you shoot them, they just build the fucking World Trade Center in front of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like in the middle of a fight, and it's really annoying because that is really hard to combat. There's basically nothing you can do. You just wait until they're done building, and then you both have a little fight from your little gay towers. Whereas if someone out in the open, you try and shoot them, and if they're out in the open, you can kill them. I don't feel like it's that easy in Fortnite to kill somebody who's out in the open. It's really not. It's a fucking pain in the ass.
The biggest problem with Fortnite right now is that it is full of. It is gotten to the point where it's become a meme, not a game. Not even PUBG got this bad.
I remember when PUBG was supposed to be the one that was gonna be the new League of Legends killer, then suddenly Fortnite came in and was like, lol, it's gonna be us instead.
PUBG's
Because
still pretty big.
Yes, but you know what I mean.
But it's only popular because it attracts the younger audience.
And streamers.
And eggs.
And bacon.
And more eggs.
Phone?
Oh, fuck off.
Why is my dad messaging me?
Dad.
In Initial D, there's a character that literally describes his dad's car as boring, and his dad drives a black diesel Mercedes. That's what I drive. Is he calling my fucking car boring? What a faggot.
The zero ducks-giving car.
Lit. He calls it boring. He's like, you can't do a Drifto in an automatic. Actually, you can. Just saying.
Ah!
You can.
This is going so well for me.
Because you can put it in sequential manual mode, so you can actually drift it.
I'll hold on to this as much as I can.
Excuse me, Mr. Daihatsu Nintendo. I think your anime is wrong.
My dad works at Daihatsu.
Daihatsu Nintendo.
My dad works for Ford.
Is that why we're losing all the cars except for most crossovers and like the Mustang?
Oh.
Excuse me, Henry Ford's like great grandson. Why the Ford Cougar? Why?
What's wrong with the Cougar?
No, you're not listening. The Cougar is in Kuga, not Cuger. Yes.
I thought you said Cougar.
No, the Ford Cougar is fucking awesome. The Ford Cougar is gay and fucking stupid.
It's
Ford
like,
Cougar
is the absolute definition of what the fuck.
It's like, here at Ford, we took the Ford Focus and made it bigger. That's all it is.
Well, that was a close one, but I got it.
It's a big Ford Focus.
Mm-hmm.
Here at Ford, we decided to make the car, and that wasn't enough, so we made the car plus because people like bigger cars than small cars.
I said the Ford Cougar is the stupid. No, actually, there's a stupider one. The Fiat 500 XL.
Oh my god!
Literally.
Whoa! Please stop spinning.
No, I could go one worse. What about
stop?
What about the Mini Countryman?
Well, that's not so bad because at least the Mini Countryman is still fucking small. The Fiat 500L is fucking massive.
Whoa, God! He bounced off the top of that guy's roof.
I don't think the 500L is that big, but considering the Fiat 500 is known for being one of the smallest production cars you can currently buy, like that's reasonable, the practical. It's like a good balance between size. It's smaller than the Mini by almost like half a meter. It's tiny. Yet somehow they decided to make a fucking crossover version of it. Why?
Me.
Who said, I wish my Fiat 500 was bigger?
Yeah, but they also said the same thing about the same statement of the Mini. I wish my Mini was bigger. I don't even know what people's issues with EcoBoost is. Like I always hear like, EcoBoost is the devil. I'm like, can you please explain why? You have a 1-liter engine that produces 100 horsepower. That's fucking impossible.
Lol, Ford are gay. I prefer my car to have 6 cylinders and go rawr, even though it's not capable of 0 to 60 in less than 10 seconds.
What are you, fucking gay?
That's like, if you want to see a truly terrible time for cars, just go back to like 70s American cars. They were just miserable. Like, I don't care what you say.
AMC Pacer.
I'm so sorry, but how can Ford reasonably create a car like the Mark II Mustang that has an 8-liter V8 that only produces 140 horsepower? I'm
sorry?
What is this?
140 horsepower.
The Cadillac Eldorado. The Cadillac Eldorado has a 7-liter V6, and it only produces 100 horsepower. What? Those were the days. Those were the days.
Back in the good old days.
Back in the good old days, where a car had a huge engine and produced no power.
The good old days where everything was fucked by emissions.
I remember Jeremy Clarkson once made a joke like, "How do you produce such little power from such a big engine?" Just look back at all the...
How did they produce such a small amount of power from a V8?
A V8 motor.
Do you know why though? I know why it's like that. It's because back then there was like an emissions crisis in America. So what they had to do is they had to like destroy the engines to make them perform the way they should. But if you unrestricted those engines, they'd have like 300-400 horsepower easily. but they restricted them to make them less long emissions. That's why they all sucked.
Hmm.
Like, how can you produce... Like, why even bother putting an 8-liter engine in the car if you can't use any of it? What's the fucking point? It's such a waste of time.
We can.
And then people look at the fucking 2-liter EcoBoost Mustang and they're like, dude, that's gay. It's not a V8. And it's like, I don't care if it's not a V8. It's still a Mustang and it's still fucking fast.
Hey,
Exactly.
hey, remember the Mustang 2? It's a 140 horsepower engine. This produces, I don't know, 250 for much smaller.
What, a 2-liter EcoBoost making 250 horsepower?
It's either that or 300, I can't remember.
The Mustang EcoBoost makes a lot of horsepower. It doesn't sound particularly impressive. It doesn't sound like a muscle car, but it's fucking fast.
EcoBoost produces 213 kilowatts. What is
That's about 260 horsepower.
Ah!
It's a lot.
285 brake horsepower.
Yes, from a 2-liter EcoBoost engine in a Mustang.
But according to Executioner, buying a V6 Mustang is kind of pointless. It's like buying a V6 Camaro. Pointless.
Buying any car that's bigger than 3 liters in modern day life, pointless. Literally pointless. Because Ford have proven a long time ago that you can make a car with a 2-liter engine very fast. They've proven that already. Just look at the Focus ST, 2.5 liters, and that thing was fucking fast. Like, it really was. So, it's like, you don't need a huge engine to make a fast car. You really don't. You just need...
V8 is like $5,000 cheaper.
I think Ford realized that a lightweight engine with a turbocharger is far more efficient than a
Cody
really
Mills
heavy...
over on YouTube. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to HG Beach.
It's bizarre that...
Beach, bitch.
It's bizarre that the company that once made an 8-liter engine that only produced 140 horsepower is now making 2-liter engines that produce nearly 120 more than that. It just shows you what Ford have completely changed over that period of time.
Ford new EcoSport. It looks hideous.
I think some EcoBoost cars are not great. I've driven an EcoBoost Focus, and it's impressive, to say the least. It's fast.
Have you seen the new EcoSport though?
No, I'm not gonna win this one. Oh well.
No.
I love that reaction. No.
The EcoBoost Focus. One thing I noticed is that
It's okay, I won the championship anyways.
Is that it pulls like a fucking bitch. It is so fucking quick for a 1-liter.
Boost engines have got stupid amounts of torque.
How can they get
Executioner's reason.
so much? Like, that's one thing I noticed. The acceleration is so good for a little car with a 1-liter 3-cylinder engine.
Executioner's
It's like
reasoning
nothing
says
what
it's
you
not that
expect.
it's not that it's fast or not. It's not what a Mustang or Camaro is. A modern muscle car. That's his reasoning.
Yes, totally.
Muscle cars.
They're hybrid.
Headlands.
Here's the thing with muscle cars. They were called muscle cars because they were big, heavy, and produce a lot of power, a lot of muscle. But in this day and age, it's been proven that that's not an efficient way to make a fast car anymore. So that's why things like the Camaro and the Mustangs now have opted to use smaller engines. Like, what's the Mustang V6 now? It's not an 8-liter, is it? It's like 3 or 4, right? It's not huge anymore.
I don't think the Mustang was ever an 8-liter.
I think it was a 6-liter actually. The Mustang Mach 2. I think it was 6-liter, not 8-liter.
I looked on the
that's
Ford
later.
UK website and it lists the Ford Ranger as an SUV.
Oh,
Fucking
that doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
But
I
here's the
didn't
thing,
know.
like-
I didn't know SUVs had flatbeds.
That's the thing.
It's
you can have,
it's an SUV of the future.
you can have a car. If Ford can produce a car that has 200 foot-pounds of torque, 140 horsepower, from a 1-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder, I think the day of ridiculously big engines are kind of gone.
They went to 4.6 for a bit, but then they went back to 5.0.
Yeah, because the 4.6 was it was an ancient. It was designed anciently. It had 2 valves a cylinder.
Oops, I guess.
Big
It
oop.
was, the 4.6
Modern engines are clever.
V8
That's all.
The 4.6 liter V8 was also used in the MG ZT, and it was shit. And when they had a cash-strapped budget, even they could make it smoother.
Ta-da.
It goes to show you how Ford has changed. I think Ford's EU division has made a huge difference in their cars. Because if you look at the Ford Focus ST and the Fiesta ST, the Ford Fiesta turbocharged ST is one of the most incredible accelerating cars I've ever felt. It's incredible how fast that car is, and it's a 2-liter turbocharger. You know, it's insanely fast.
Right.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's the EcoBoost technology. It's just unbelievable how fast that makes little cars like that. Whatever it is that EcoBoost even does. And the best part of it is you get all of that with good fuel economy. It's actually kind of awesome.
Well, hang on. You say you don't know how it works. It's simply just like a really, really small turbocharger with no lag. That's all it is.
Yeah, but how do they get... Turbocharged engines are renowned for not having good fuel economy. How do they get good fuel economy out of that as well?
Well, Ford, I guess.
Yeah.
See,
that's all I can come up
my
with.
car is a 2.2-liter diesel with a... Not a huge turbocharger, but a medium... I'll say medium-sized. Less than medium-sized turbocharger. It's not tiny, but it's not huge either. And my car drinks diesel like a motherfucker. Even though it's not that big of an engine, it's just the turbocharger, I think, does all of that. My car gets 30 mpg, which is not very good for a diesel. Really not.
Well, diesels are poisonous now, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Oops.
Although, I can count the amount of times my car has poisoned me on none of my hands. Because they've all fallen off from the poison.
Oops. You didn't need those hands anyways.
Yeah, just chop them off.
That's one down. Next track.
Yeah, the engine, the 1-liter EcoBoost engine is so small it can be fit on an A4 sheet of paper. It is that tiny. Basically, it uses direct injection and, yeah, just a turbocharger. The thing is, they've developed the turbocharger in such a way that it actually brings a much broader curve than your standard turbo.
Basically it's an incredibly smart turbocharger that's made very well, rather than being a generic turbocharger. I say generic, like Mercedes-Benz makes generic turbochargers. They're good, but they're just different.
Yeah. Here's something interesting. The engine that's in the Mustang, the 2.3 EcoBoost, is known as the Mazda L.
L.
Yeah.
Hold this L.
It's Mazda L. It's been developed. The engine was first released in 2001. But then Ford started to work their magic, and then yeah.
Here's the problem with Ford, though. As much as I like their engines, and I think the cars can be reliable, it's just everything else on them is cheap and tacky. Like, the interior usually is not that great in Fords, just as a general rule. I don't know what it is. Even that I drove a Focus EcoBoost, and it's nice, the interior, but it's not as nice as you would expect for the amount of money you're paying. You know, it's a bit plastic, it's a bit cheap.
Shit.
Despite, but in terms of feature specs, like every Focus comes as standard with Bluetooth and proper good trip computer and things like that. So it has everything you need, even in the base model. You know, so it's pretty good for the value for money wise. And you can buy an old Focus EcoBoost now with about 90,000 miles on it for like $4,000. So it's not bad.
Bullet Mustang's back.
Mm-hmm. It is.
But if you're gonna spend $5,000 on a car, why are you not buying a fucking 1984 Toyota Celica? You're just making a fucking mistake.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
4-cylinder Porsches do exist. Wait, are you saying the Cayman and Boxster are not are not 6-cylinder? Don't have 6-cylinder variants anymore?
They're all 4. No, you can have. They did make a flat 4, but that was for, I believe, the Boxster.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Porsches are just fucking small gay Subarus.
Wow.
Emil would like to have a word with you.
Well, think of
so
it.
the new
Subaru
Cayman
and Porsche
the
are
new
the only
Cayman-
companies that use those engines.
Yeah, but the new Porsche 718 Cayman has a flat four.
Oh, it has a flat four,
Yeah.
so it doesn't use a boxer engine.
Dad,
Was
why
it
did you
Cayman?
send the same message twice?
Hell, their first flat four was in the Porsche 912.
Yeah, Porsche experimented with like Porsche's good at making the 911, but they've experimented a bit. Like the 912 and the 924 and all these other front engine Porsches were actually very different to like the
924
911.
used engine from a fucking van. The 944 was a bespoke Porsche.
Wasn't it the 924, the one that had the weird headlights that like popped out?
Yes. No,
Yeah,
it was
I love that
928. It was 928.
That's one of my favorite Porsches. It's just so weird looking. I love it.
Yeah, that was Porsche's first V8.
Front engine car, which had a lot of boot space, ironically enough.
Yeah.
Which is ironic for a Porsche, which never has any boot space usually. Yeah, I think before the era of electric cars takes over, I
don't think electric cars are going to last.
no, because at the end of the day, you're still burning a fossil fuel to generate electricity for the electric
No,
cars.
the bigger problem is hydrogen's just been arriving in the country, and they reckon in 10 years hydrogen will become the mainstream, and electric cars will cease to exist in another
There was
20.
there was a fucking version of the Honda CRZ that was based on hydrogen in like 2006.
Just as for its clarity or something? I don't even remember.
FCX Clarity, I believe.
Honda made that car as like a concept, and it worked on hydrogen back then, so it must be possible.
Right.
But at least with that kind of car, you're still running on a fairly standard type of engine. It's not like a motor powered by
Yeah,
electricity.
the FCX Clarity.
But here's the thing. Electric cars are actually kind of fucking awesome. I know a lot of car nuts hate them, but I think electric cars are fucking cool. I think basically every model of Tesla is kind of awesome, even though I know some people fanboy a bit over Tesla. I'm not like that. But I think the Tesla Model 3 is actually affordable, powerful, and feature-packed, and just awesome.
Model 3,
So the first hydrogen car that's just been announced in the UK is the Toyota Mirai.
Really.
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet it's...
Yeah.
Sorry, just adjusting in
they only
position.
emit water.
I know, how dare I do that?
Yeah. The government's backing them, and it's going to be 65 pumps by 2020. Which basically means one for every
Getting bumped up the butt.
35 miles.
Send that guy for a ride.
What kind of power and performance can you get out of a hydrogen car? Is it the same as a petrol or diesel engine?
It's pretty much the same as a petrol.
Whoa!
It's still measured in kilowatts, so realistically you still get horsepower. The FCX Clarity had the equivalent of 155 horsepower.
No!
Well, you get horsepower out of electric cars too, but it's just because the power is delivered in such a different way that it's hard to measure it. But
It's instantaneous because it's electric. It's either on or off.
so, like, they measured, like, what was it? Was it the Chevrolet Bolt or something? I can't remember what car it is. It was like a competitor to the Tesla, and it has like 180 horsepower, but it looks like a normal, boring crossover. And it only has that much horsepower because it's an electric car with instantaneous torque.
Yeah.
I bet it is the Vault.
It's so fast. The Tesla's fucking fast, mind as well. Like, there's a more sporty suspension and everything, so it's a more sporty car. But you could have an electric car that's fast regardless of what shape it is. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be a specific shape. They can always be fast because of that instant torque.
Right.
Okay,
The only one that's not fast is the Nissan Leaf.
It doesn't move. Remember the Peugeot Ion?
Oh god. The Renault Zoe as well. The Renault Zoe is actually kind of cool.
Gee whiz.
I promise that was my headset.
Okay, so This is on Toyota's website. It's basically on how it works. When you pump hydrogen into the Mirai, the gas travels into carbon fiber fuel tanks. Then comes air. Oxygen from the outside enters through the Mirai's front vent, which in turn makes electricity. Hydrogen and air travel separately to the fuel tank stack, where electricity is generated through chemical reactions, which moves you forward, yada yada yada, leaving nothing behind but water.
Well, the 918 is probably my favorite of the three known cars in their group. Like, as much as I'm a bit of a McLaren nut, I kind of would take a 918 because it would be a bit more practical.
Guys, I've got a question. Is the Chevrolet Bolt the first car ever to have firmware updates? It's amazing.
Don't Teslas have firmware updates too?
Like the Chevrolet Bolt, you can connect to Chevy's website and download firmware updates.
I believe you can do that.
What's it supposed to do? Like increase fuel efficiency?
I believe Teslas can do that too. You can update their firmware and shit.
They update their firmware just for the hell of it. I mean, at one point they update the firmware so they can have a car cheering mode, which basically lifts up the front doors in a gull wing, and it lifts them up and down, then up and down, then up and down.
Apparently, the Chevy Bolt is released in Europe as the Opel Ampera.
Yeah, Vauxhall Ampera, yeah.
Which apparently is never going to be. Apparently, Vauxhall are not going to release it.
Oh, they released it. They did.
Did they?
Yeah, they did release it, but the problem was no one bought it.
Indeed.
Oh, hello. New EcoBoost thing.
No, everyone, all the reviews I'm seeing of the Ampera are reviews of the Opel, not the Vauxhall. The Vauxhall doesn't seem to exist.
Go to the top.
Someone found P100D logos a little early in a Tesla Model S software update, and then Tesla tried to downgrade its system after leaking logos. What?
The thing is, the reason nobody likes the Chevy Bolt is because the Tesla is around the same price range, even though they both do the same
in every way.
I don't know though. You should watch the Doug video on both of them. I think the Chevy Bolt gets a lot of shit, but I think it's actually pretty cool. It does a lot of the shit the Tesla does. In fact, it does a bit more that the Tesla doesn't do. And it's just as fast in a straight line. It's insane how fast it is. It just doesn't look as cool as the Tesla, and it doesn't have as important significance because Tesla is like this new brand, you know? And Chevrolet has just been around, you know, for fucking ever.
Fucking dinosaur.
Chevrolet were putting fucking V8s in cars that produce less than 200 horsepower, you know, in the 70s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've got Chevrolet making electric cars. Well, it's not really Chevrolet, is it? It's General Motors. But, you know, General Motors are always sort of with the times a little bit.
Yeah.
That's why the car is being released as a Vauxhall or an Opel in Europe.
It releases this badge here. It releases as this badge here. So many badges.
Apparently there's going to be a new Chevy Bolt for next year anyway, so then maybe that's why. It can go 280 miles on a single charge. That's incredible. How much can the Tesla do? I think the Tesla's around 250, isn't it?
I have no idea.
That's crazy. The BMW i3 is 90.
That's a drastic difference. Then the Model S had problems with catching fire, exploding, or something of the sort. I think that was like the original. I think the Chevy Volt had that issue.
The Tesla, yeah, the fucking BMW i3 only has a range of 90 miles.
Well, even though it done around Kirk Rock.
It has regenerative braking and stuff like that, but if you want to drive to, say, Bristol and back, you'll just about make it in the BMW i3. But in a Tesla, you'll have a good 150 miles left when you get back. That's ridiculous. How shit the BMW i3's range is.
All right, 2 more to go.
Shit in
More to
general.
go. Next.
I don't really like it that much.
Hmm.
I'm seeing BMW i3s fucking everywhere now. Why do people buy them? They're so expensive.
They're also horrendously ugly.
It's £50,000 for a car that's just a shit Tesla that costs more. Why?
It's because it's got a BMW badge.
You know, I think it's also because the Tesla Model 3 is not out yet, and it's just taking forever. I think that's one of the problems as well.
Possibly.
Didn't they say they had so many orders for the Tesla that they wouldn't be able to... Some people wouldn't get one until 2019? Like 2020? It's ridiculous. Like, who's gonna wait 2 years for a fucking electric car made by the fucking man who made PayPal? Come on now.
What a nerd. Go make PayPal.
What a nerd. When are you gonna make an electric car that everyone loves?
Human beings.
Why don't you quit making
must
electric
now
cars and go
sleep.
make something like PayPal, fucker?
But that's what Doug DeMuro said. He just said, like, I don't know why people aren't buying the Chevy Bolt, because you can buy that right now, and it's cheaper than a Tesla, and it does a lot of the same stuff.
Because it's not a Tesla is probably the reason.
Yeah, and that's probably the exact reason. It's because Tesla's a brand new brand, I think. I think that's what it is.
It's the cool brand, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's owned by someone who is practically a meme at this point.
I did quite enjoy the Grand Tour, I just call it Top Gear review of the Model X. Where Jeremy Clarkson brought a bunch of lawyers with him just in case Elon Musk tried to sue him again. To be fair, I understand, like, it caused a lot of shit for Elon Musk when they faked the car running out of battery. You know what I mean? When they reviewed the Roadster.
Mm-hmm.
But all they were trying to do was simulate a real life scenario, you know, where the car could run out of electricity. And I feel like, even though they faked it for effect, yes, the car can run out of electricity. That's how it works. It's an electric car.
Dale is dead.
It just seems kind of weird that Elon Musk tried to sue over that. It's like, it's like the concept of batteries. Is that what he's trying to sue over?
No
I don't
idea.
know. There was more to it than that. I think they faked something going wrong with the car. That's what he was claiming. That caused the battery to drain. I don't know. It's kind of complicated. I don't think they legitimately faked anything. They just exaggerated something for effect, and he kind of got butthurt about it because it made people ask him questions like, "Oh, why does your car break down? This and that and this," and that's what everyone thought. And yeah, it gives his company a bad image, but you can't sue a reviewer because they dramatize something for effect. You know, you can't. The thing is still true. They just over-dramatized it a little bit.
Remember, Tesla is a technology brand, not a car brand. Tesla is just a brand. You don't even have to categorize it. It's you could pretty much say it's a brand.
I think Teslas are going to be here to stay for a while. I just hope that Elon Musk puts some more of his magical money into building more factories to make more of them, because the fact that he cannot meet the amount of demand, he could make as much money as he potentially wanted right now if he just had the supply, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
His factories can't make them fast enough, and they're making them so fast that they think there's doubts of build.
Okay, there's Shiloh, you smart ass.
There's doubts of build quality right now. Have you heard about that? The Tesla build quality woes?
Yeah.
People are worried that, like, panel gaps are not matching and stuff on different cars, and like each car is slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of sucks. But it's because they're being forced to make them so quickly. He needs to get another factory or another few factories to start producing more of them.
Yeah, like Elon needs to make a couple more factories, to be honest.
Because obviously Tesla's obviously here to stay. They just need to sell more cars, and if they sell more cars, people obviously like the car. That's why they want to buy it. That's why they queued up, just to put a deposit in, just to say maybe they could buy one in a year or so.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. Like, just make more factories. Let people buy something. People want to give you money. I don't understand that. I know it's hard. I know the cars are like very difficult and complex to make, but there must be something they can do to speed it up. I mean,
Something they can do to speed it up without sacrificing the quality.
something they can do to speed it up without shooting cars into space. Like, there's obviously more to it.
Too.
It's like Elon Musk, my bro.
My dude.
What's the priority here? To let people buy the car that you make and let them give you money, or to fucking shoot an old shitty roadster into space? Who cares? Make more cars, please. Dear Tesla, from everyone in the world, literally everyone.
Pretty much.
Seriously, that's the thing. In 10 years' time, I might buy a Tesla Model 3 if, you know, any of them have actually been sold by then.
Yeah, that too.
Like, I don't know if it's even gonna happen.
It might.
Every time I see a Tesla Model 2, I just think, wow, what a cool looking car. Or a
What
Model
is-
S.
What's a car, Mark?
And then Elon's there like,
No!
we're making the Model 3.
Come back, your
And
hands
then it
in.
never comes out.
Take that. Take it.
Tesla's like the Apple of cars.
Balls.
Elon's there like, here at Tesla.
Here at Tesla.
Here at Apple. iPhone 10. There's
Oh,
no
I think there's a Big
phone.
Easy next, so.
I don't know. I think electric cars are cool. I think it's going to take a while before they're more affordable, though. If you go on Autotrader right now, the cheapest electric car you can buy is a Toyota Prius, which is a hybrid. So
yeah.
it's not really.
Fuck that.
It's not really electric. I think the Prius is kind of cool too because it has a historical significance.
Yeah.
But then again, the Honda Insight is also cool for the same reason. But the Honda Insight was never sold over here, so that kind of sucks.
Wah.
Basically, everyone on the road hates the Honda Insight and they hate the Toyota Prius because they go 60 miles an hour in the fast lane to get the best fuel economy.
Yep.
Piss everyone off. It's amazing. I love it. The Honda Insight's awesome. Sorry. It's a unique looking car. I like the way it looks.
What,
Sue me.
the old one or the new one, the current one?
The old one. The old one.
Yeah, the old
that
one
looks
is
like-
the old one is an interesting car. I'll give you that.
It looks like something out of space. It's fucking cool.
Good. All right, now I'm in front of him. Yes, there are American Insights. Toyota Prius for WEC 2020. Okay, there, Dorset.
Well, the Honda Insight was the first hybrid officially sold.
I have
in the
seen the
US.
Prius that ran in the Super GT300 class, yes.
Yeah, the Honda Insight was the first hybrid, wasn't it? Pretty much.
It was one of the first one. It was one of the first ones. Like one of the first mass-produced ones.
And then the Prius was not long behind it.
The Prius was made in '97, so I think the Prius was actually first. Before
The
it was
Insight.
the Prius
Insight
was a few years before the Insight.
1999, the Insight was.
So yeah, so about 2 years.
But it's interesting because they both did the same thing, but they both did it very differently. The way like the battery engine worked was different in both of them.
Pretty much.
Like the electric motor in the Insight produced around 13 horsepower. Comparatively, the electric motor in the Tesla produces around 200. It's amazing how far the electric motors have come, though, to be honest.
Yes.
They've obviously gotten a lot better over time.
Yeah.
Even the motor in the new... The motor in the even in the new Insight is way more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think, I think electric cars are here to stay. I think hydrogen-powered cars will exist, but I also think hybrid cars are going to die. Purely
Possibly.
because why would you want a hybrid when you could have an electric car with a backup motor, so it's like a backwards hybrid? That's how the BMW i3 works. It has a backup generator. So if
Yeah, I
you
think it
run
just
out
works
of
backwards to begin with.
if you have an electric, if you run out of electricity in the BMW i3, the engine starts up, then runs the car and charges the battery. That's
Yep.
how it works.
Yep.
That's way smarter than the other way around.
Yes.
Having an engine with a backup electric motor. It makes more sense to have the electric motor run first.
Yep.
Do you guys remember the Mercedes SLS hybrid?
The safety vest SLS.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember it from the Top Gear skit. Between like that and the SLS Black.
It was basically it wasn't a joke car, but it was a concept kind of car, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Oh god.
The SLS electric drive can go 155 miles between charges and produces 740 horsepower. Basically, that was one of the early concepts for hybrid supercars. I think in a supercar, hybrid makes sense.
Jake says that feeling when most concept cars are merely publicity stunts.
Yeah, that's basically what the SLS was.
Mm-hmm.
The SLS was a monstrous muscle car, basically, from Mercedes. That's what it was.
Pretty much.
And it's had one of the most fantastic sounding engines pretty much ever. The
Yeah.
car sounded amazing. The exhaust note was fantastic on that car.
It did.
And then you compare that to a hybrid version that's silent. It's just not the same. It seems kind of goofy to have a hybrid version of a car that was like that. I don't know. Then again, the Porsche 918 Spider is a hybrid, and that thing is a fucking monster. So,
I wish
That's
the
the thing, though.
GT90 was a real car.
The 918 Spider, even though it's technically the fastest accelerating car in the world, it's still not the fastest car in the world, though.
Nope.
Not even close. I mean, in a straight line, it may outrun a Bugatti Veyron,
It
but
would.
only up until about 170, and then the Veyron will start to catch up because it'll already be going 240. So there you go. Sometimes acceleration is not everything, though. Depends on what kind of race it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know when Grand Tour raced the Veyron with the 918? If they raced the Veyron with the 918 on a much longer stretch of road, I think the Veyron would have caught
I don't
up.
recall that one particularly, though.
Well, it's the one where 20 seconds later, someone with a modified Nissan Patrol beat the 918 Spider.
I don't remember that episode.
It's a Nissan Patrol with 1,000 horsepower.
Well then.
A Nissan Patrol's a big truck.
I know it is.
It's hilarious. Basically, the point that the Grand Tour were trying to prove was that it really doesn't matter how fast a car is. There's always going to be something faster all the time.
Yeah.
The 918 Spider is the fastest accelerating production car, but it's beaten by a modified Nissan. So, and it's not just any modified Nissan. It's a Nissan Patrol with a modified twin turbocharged Nissan GTR engine in it.
Yep.
That's why it's so fast. It is unbelievable.
Fucking, oh boy, another fake Apple ID email.
Oh, I get those all the time. I got one earlier from PayPal. And it was like, "Dear customer." I was like, "Ooh."
Dear pesky customer.
When they call you customer and not by your first name, you can immediately tell that it is fake.
Exactly.
Dear customer.
Dear pesky customer.
Dear pesky plumbers. I often just read through the fake PayPal emails just to see if there's any really goofy spelling mistakes.
Oh yeah, I do the same
There
thing.
usually is. I'm gonna go anyway. I got work in the morning.
All right.
See you guys. Bye bye.
And it deadens in here. It's just me at this point. I can only imagine how quickly the Veyron's engine guzzles gas. I think full stop at top speed, the gas runs out in 12 minutes. Ah! I think it's 12 minutes, despite what Jake says. Maybe he's right. Maybe it is 19. I think it is 12, though. Ah! I'm gonna hold on to this shield until I need it. It is just us. Just me and the chat. As I pretty much go through a house, nearly. Jeremy says 19, but any guess under 20 minutes is plausible. I'm just going by like the bit where the James May bit, like when he took the car to top speed. I think he said 12 minutes. I think 19 minutes was the tires, like completely going. The Veyron is so cool. It's so stupid. The Veyron is honestly just kind of an It's an overrated piece of machine. It's for what it is trying to accomplish. It is technically amazing. The kind of car that it is realistically. For a car for actually wanting to use, it's practically hopeless. Because when are you ever going to get to that 250? Because this is an argument I can make with most really high-end supercars and hypercars and all this kind of stuff. When are you really ever going to go 253 miles an hour? When are you ever going to need a car that has 10 radiators? When are you ever going to want to spend over $1 million on a car? Unless you have shit tons of money, like, coming out of your ass or something. It's honestly a fashion statement, really. It's not really a car you would drive. It's a car you would own because you're either a rich kid or worked hard enough in life to worked extremely hard enough in life to actually be able to get one. At the end of the day, it's honestly just not worth going through all the hassle unless you really feel like that you need to have one. In which case, these days, that's become it's now the Chiron rather than the Veyron. That's just how I personally see it, at least. It would be really cool to have, but just really impractical for most things. Game, please. Anyways, we just gotta get this last lap done, and then we just gotta do the Wildcard Cup, and that'll be it for NASCAR Rumble. Get out of the water. No! Damn it. Oh! Bad time. Fuck out of here. At least it was Kevin LePage, the guy I was next to, so that's good. We still have a good chance here. Holding on to this boost until the right time to hit the button. Oh no, you stay the fuck away from me. I hear you with your hammer. Here we go. Flame it! No! Okay, okay. I didn't even realize the trigger was right there. I thought you had to go completely over it. Awesome, we're good. Yay! I think it was LePage anyways, because Hanson would have been the one that if Hansen finished first, we would have lost a championship. So I think even if I came second to LePage here, I probably would have still won. So it's not a big deal. But hey. Alright. That now just leaves one last thing to do, and that is the Wildcard Cup, and that will be it. We're getting to the end here. Alrighty, and yes, I thought I'd pull out Richard Petty just because it is the last one here, so seems appropriate. Excuse me. They'll throw that. One 800 be Petty. Need the speed, and now we don't need the sliding because that's just gonna make it more difficult for me to get around the track. And I'm spinning around, and I thought I had that, so I was like, there's another one that's there, so it would make sense to use that now. Now what's longer, the panel gaps on the original muscle cars or CVS for seeps? Not sure. I'm trying to really think about that one, and I'm drawing blanks. Damn it! God damn it! I'm going the wrong way like an idiot. I'm smart at the game. I swear. I totally got this. Ow. I also really need to pee in a moment, so I'm gonna do that after the race. Tires, more grip, gets you around the corner faster. Just, hey, I got even more of it. And I'm being stormed on even with better tires. Oh, now I've kind of canceled the tire effect. Oh, hey, I got more. Nice. It really wants to give me some tires, it seems. That's probably Ghibli, yeah. That's got panel gaps for miles. I don't know. I don't actually remember what the Ghibli well enough. Then again, I don't remember most Maseratis that aren't like newish. Grip. That's not grip, that's flying. That's also flying. Why's my head a bit sore when I'm trying to, like... Very strange. Anyways. God, I really need to pee. Fuck. Boost! Yeah, and I wasn't gonna deal with that. I was like, nope, definitely not freeze. Alrighty. Let's catch back up to Parsons here. Oh, gave him the better tires. Cock. Hey, but it gave me the boost. Oh, that happened. Well, I'm at least ahead of Parsons now, so doesn't matter that much. Cock ass. Okay, there, speed bro. And an old an old internet favorite, the dick butt. Ah! I didn't actually want to get the dick butt. God. And that was a perfect 360. Why did Parsons suddenly like slow down so much for? Is he trying to give me a chance? Ah! Well, I guess I'm not gonna hammer him. if he does get close to me though, and he tries something, he will though. I see him there. I think he wants to. I kind of got it. That's very yes. I kind of got it. Alrighty. Oh boy. Okay, I'm at least still going straight, so I can keep moving there.
Use it, don't abuse it.
Man, I'm not too worried about getting swept by this. Did I just run into a parked car or something? Because I just heard a car alarm go off in game. I didn't even realize there was one to hit. Well then, ta-da, I guess. Okay, just a little bit more. And I'm gonna go use the bathroom because I really need to pee. So I shall be back. Alrighty. I have gone and done things that involved bathroom and also a couple other minor things, including getting myself a cup of chocolate milk.
Oh boy.
Oh hey, the last track for this one is gonna be Big Easy. Wait, oh wait, this isn't, I think this is, no, this isn't the last track, this is the second track, my bad. But hey, it's Big Easy, which means it'll be a big easy. Ah!
No. Oh.
It's okay, we're just bowling over everybody. Well, nearly. Oh, so, I guess... So, I'm still trying to think when I want to stream. I might stream tomorrow for the first of the viewer request streams, and the first one would still be Sonic Riders, because Weirdo gave me 800 fucking bits to do so.
Thanks, Weirdo.
That's still very generous of him. I mean, it is thanks to him and Ludo and Inferno with all their massive bits yesterday that I managed to hit I actually managed to hit the $100 threshold you need to hit before you can cash out the money from Twitch. So I just gotta wait till the end of the month now, and it'll start, and I believe that's when it will send it out, and then it'll take about a couple months for me to actually receive it, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
That's how it works.
Well, at least it works instead of just not giving you the money at all.
Yeah. Not sure why it takes them so long, but yeah, I won't question it. There's probably a good reason, and I don't know the reason.
I think probably conversion, who knows?
Maybe, but would it really take that long just to convert it?
Who knows?
Oh, fuck. Well, that boost idea did not go as planned. And now I'm frozen today. Well, was. And launch that. And that. Ow. I don't want to do that. Damn it, I didn't mean to hit that. Ow. Can't wait for Knuckles and Jet jokes. Oh dear. Can't. I mean, here's the thing with me. For Sonic Riders, I am gonna I know there's a PC version of the game that exists. If I can get that version working, that's the one I'm gonna be probably playing. If I can't, I'll probably just get up Dolphin and Blade on the GameCube. I will say this. Don't expect me to be very good at the game. I suck at it, and will likely suck playing through the game.
Oh.
Even if Weirdo's probably going to be here helping me out. I don't expect to do very good.
Oh well. You're not gonna be good at every game.
I'm aware. Actually reminds me, I need to actually get off my lazy ass and send out a thing. I put it on my Google Drive because I keep forgetting to actually fucking do that.
What a given soul. Don't choke.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah.
Boost. And I'm getting rained on.
Oh.
It's okay, because I'm like 20 fucking seconds ahead, because it's Big Easy. Because for whatever reason, the AI at this track just sucks.
Finders keepers.
We will never know why.
I bet that's why they even call it Big Easy. They must have realized that, and they're just like, we'll just make it a gimmick of the track.
Yeah. That sounds a bit logical.
And there we go. One more race to go, and then that'll be it for NASCAR Rumble.
Whoa.
That was actually my fastest run of Big Easy. And then we finish with Hog Hollow. We get to finish on the pig track. How about it?
Big boy.
No, pig. This game does have a difficulty setting. I have no idea what I set it for though, because I can't remember. I can't remember these things because I'm dumb. It's on a setting, is all I know. Oof. Oof.
Big oof.
Can I please stop doing that? Ow! Well, that happened. I got some catching up to do.
Come on, you can do this.
Go, Jesus. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're just in third. Right now, we're in the middle of the pack. It's all fine.
That's all good.
That's just fine.
No biggie. We just gotta sell for that bronze.
Okay. And push out of the way. Okay. Oh God. Excuse you, sir. Parsons, get out of my way. I toppled him and made him do barrel rolls and shit.
Oh.
And we'll give it the boost. Oh. Of course the game would do this to me. Because I'm in the first. That's why. Oh, then it does this to me. Well, that's nice.
Well, you're on one of the highest difficulty modes. And knowing this game's history. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, the game does have. Oh wait, I already read that. The chat's just been kind of quiet. It hasn't been a very active stream. I'm wondering if it's probably just because this game isn't particularly the biggest of interest to some. That could just be the case, to be honest.
Yeah. There's like example, some like under.
It's one of the biggest issues I have. Like, my roommate's always saying, you should try streaming other games. And I have to tell him, yeah, if I stream other games, that means the people who tune in to watch my stuff probably won't watch. Because it's not what they want.
Yeah. So you might as well just stream something where you have more in common with your viewers.
Yeah, you have to at least stream something that your viewers could expect. I mean, one of my ideas still is if I still have the idea of maybe if I do feel like doing a late night stream, I could do that, and then have something where it's like I could just do just play through a bit of Most Wanted with like a car mod or something for fun.
Yeah. And you don't really have to worry about much about who comes, because hey, you know, some of the people, even if it's late at night or something, they're still probably gonna come.
Yeah, well, my idea is I just want to, I want to get people interested in what I do, and it's not, and what I want people to understand is that even though I'm doing this whole Need for Speedathon, I don't want that series to define my work. It's a series that I really enjoyed growing up, and it definitely holds a lot to me. But it's not the only thing that's part of my work. I have a lot of other games I've worked on and am still working on. Remind me to actually finish Grid, and all this kind of stuff that I've been doing, and that's this kind of thing. And what I want people to realize is that, like, I have a huge interest in a lot of racing games. It isn't just one series in particular.
Yeah.
And especially too, if you try to, more often than not, if you try to go for other genres of games, that's usually a whole fucking different ballpark if you manage to get something or not.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, I probably wasn't helping myself tonight either, because I didn't put that little notice on YouTube that I was streaming like I usually do, because I kind of just did this really quickly, but I really feel like getting that all done tonight.
I mean,
it's probably also because I knew this was going to be a bit of a shorter stream anyways, because my whole intention in this stream was to get the game finished anyway, so...
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. If you were just trying to beat it, then hey...
Yeah.
No one who made it that would probably wanted to see it. Hey,
yeah, and the thing is with this game, with this game done, this is usually the Thursday game, but I didn't feel like streaming yesterday's, but Forza will probably be resumed and take over as the Thursday game. And of course, Need for Speedathon is still Tuesday, and then I'm still deciding on what I want to be my regular Friday game. But there you go. That's the last race finished with the win.
Yay!
And yes, I would very much like to save this game.
Yeah, we don't want to go through all that again.
Hopefully, I'm not actually missing anything. I would have thought it would have given me like a credits thing or something. Especially because I've got everything now.
I guess they never really implemented that towards the end of the game.
Yeah, it's a bit strange, but hey, I'll just show it. I guess to be fair, the team one also would count, but I'm not gonna do that because that's not really something I feel like that means anything to progression. Because you don't unlock anything specifically. I already got the Grand Champion thing, and there's credits there too and everything. So yeah. It's a little bit anticlimactic. I was kind of hoping it would play like a little cinematic or something, but I guess not, so oh well. But yeah, that is though gonna do it for this stream. I know it's a bit of a short one tonight, I apologize, but I couldn't really think of anything for keeping this going. There's some stuff I want to do. And, kind of, get that all done and everything. So, that's probably what I will be doing. And then, I will likely return maybe tomorrow with the Sonic Riders stream. I don't 100% know yet if I want to do it tomorrow or not. Probably will. But you know. It still is just something I'm just trying to consider, and it's, hopefully within a few months' time, once I got the new hardware, I'll be able to have a few more games at access, and, that'll make things easier and everything, so. And just give me 1 second here. I am just currently doing thing. I'm gonna use this as something like to serve as my like little thanks for watching thing. I'm gonna eventually put some fun in and everything, but just so I have something in the future, it'll just go from like this to like that or something. So but anyways, that is gonna do it though for tonight's stream. I'm sorry for the length, but thank you for those of you who came out. If this is your first time seeing the stream and you did enjoy it, why not hit the follow button? I stream at least 3 or 4 times a week. I also, of course, I'm always willing to accept donations through Streamlabs. as well as bits through Twitch, as well as hosts, follows, whatever. Oh, well, I already mentioned follows, or Twitch subscriptions, or whatever the likes. If you want to come check me out elsewhere, you can check the links down below. My Twitter is at HGCentralYT. My YouTube is, of course, HG Central. I have a Patreon, which if you want to support over there, Patreon is, of course, HG Central. And you can join the Discord server, which is down in the link below. But apart from that, though, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will catch you all on the next stream.